and gentlemen, to NXT, and tonight we have ourselves a big main event, as it's going to be Dragunov taking on Damian Priest in a non-title matchup, as well as we are going to be seeing Kevin Owens, your NXT Champion, taking on the new addition of Robert Roode here in NXT. And it looks like the NXT General Manager Triple H is just arriving to the arena here, and I wonder what is going to be on the mind of the game after being brutally attacked by CM Punk and Karrion Kross over these last couple weeks here. It's good to see Triple H back after those brutal beatings that he's occurred those last couple weeks, but it is time to see Mandy Rose in NXT in-ring return here to NXT. Mandy Rose, part of the big blockbuster trades from Raw, SmackDown, and even NXT was included in those trades. Mandy Rose coming on over from Raw over here to NXT, and we kind of see how she's going to fare. I mean, tonight she's going to be facing off with the #1 contender, Bianca Belair, and we're going to have to see how that's going to go. Lacey Evans, she was scheduled to be here tonight, but unfortunately for her tonight, she's having some issues getting to the arena. She was supposed to be facing off with Kaylee Ray to open up NXT. That match did not occur, or won't occur tonight, but seems like Triple H and William Regal had to adjust on the fly. Bianca Belair and Mandy Rose. The matchup we get to see Mandy Rose making her return here to NXT, and Bianca Belair, she's the #1 contender. This would be a perfect time to, continue to pick up some wins and impress the WWE management and the WWE universe. And like we said, tonight's going to be a big night for NXT. Return with Triple H. A lot of stuff's going to be on his mind for sure. But also the main event with Dragunov taking on Damian Priest in the main event. We're going to see how that's going to fare. And also plenty of action between Kevin Owens and Robert Roode in the one of the big main events tonight here on NXT. Robert Roode making his return to NXT. Robert Roode, a former NXT champion in his own right, so he already has reached the mountaintop here in NXT. The question is, is that the plans for Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, or will there be something different between the Dirty Dogs? We'll have to wait and find out what the plans are for the Dirty Dogs. But this match is going to be very good for the women's division. And with there's good 10-11 women here on the roster for the women's division, and going from Charlotte Flair to Mandy Rose, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a different trade, different aspects of talent. Charlotte Flair has that star power with her and everything like that. Mandy Rose hasn't won any championships just yet, but that's what NXT is about. Here we go, big women's matchup in the women's division here in NXT. Like I was saying, comparing Charlotte and Mandy, Charlotte's already established. Mandy Rose needs some time to get more established and continue to maybe impress the WWE universe, even if she can't. Oh my God, right on the hair braid there, Bianca. And yeah, Mandy Rose is going to take some time to taunt Bianca Belair. Of course, she's gotta get that in. Why not? And now, from behind, taking down Bianca. And look at these big haymakers to Bianca Belair's dome. That is definitely gonna hurt. And now, look at this, the rake in the face. The rake from Mandy Rose in the face there of Bianca Belair. That is not going to be feeling too good. Oh my God, just look at that. And big takedown there. And now, from behind us, dragging her head. As Bianca telling Mandy to get up to her feet. And Mandy gets hit with that big slap there, and Bianca living this up right now, kind of toying with Mandy Rose, and just like that, just basically baiting her in right now. And, it's wait a minute. Is she gonna do a deep squat? Look at that. The strength and power of Bianca Belair, ladies and gentlemen. Mandy Rose is not a lightweight either. I'm not saying that in a bad way either. I mean, she's not only 50 pounds or something. She's a normal human being, and Bianca Belair making that look very easy. This is a big kick to the middle of that back. That lower back is going to be excruciating pain. Is now Bianca going to drag her away from the rope. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Am I wrong? That's Lacey Evans' music, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get involved in this matchup. Oh, Mandy Rose trying to come from behind. Bianca Belair able to take out Mandy Rose momentarily. And that's where those mind games come into play. Lacey Evans trying to do anything to get in Bianca Belair's head, as Bianca with a sit-out powerbomb teaching Mandy Rose a lesson. And now Mandy Rose may be moments away from eating defeat here possibly. As now Bianca just going to work on that left shoulder as much as she can. But Mandy Rose, the fighter that she is, trying to fight out of it, and she does. Oh, and a big bitch slap there into a running knee strike. Glancing blow. Number one contender could be down and out. Here are 2. Oh, 2.5. Mandy Rose surviving it so far here. Can Mandy somehow pull off a big win over Bianca? Kick in the midsection. Underhook. Takedown of Bianca Belair. That could be all she wrote, but Mandy Rose not going to go for the pinfall. Going to go for that jumping knee strike, and Bianca Belair makes her pay for it. Very surprising. If I was Mandy Rose, I would have went for the pinfall, and that very well may cost her this matchup. And now Bianca trying to decide what she wants to do to put away Mandy Rose. And Rose catching her before she can go up top, connecting with a drop kick. Bianca not really fazed by that drop kick though. And now, wait a minute. Is this the kiss of death? KOD. That may be all she wrote. And Bianca Belair may be sending another message to Lacey Evans' pinfall attempt here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Bianca Belair with a big win over Mandy Rose to kick us off here on NXT. Good back and forth matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Mandy Rose, I mean, honestly, I thought she was going to be able to steal it, especially that running knee. And then, I mean, we saw that running knee as well, but later on, we end up seeing this right here. This is where the downfall of Mandy Rose, surprisingly, she didn't go for the pinfall. If she would have went for the pinfall, I think she wins. But Bianca Belair able to fight through it, the adversity of this matchup, and Bianca Belair wins. Will this be the site when NXT TakeOver comes around at NXT TakeOver in your house in the near future? We will have to wait and find out. Another big matchup coming your guys' way is going to be the Irish Ace, Jordan Devlin. He is going to be taking on John Morrison. John Morrison is going to be making his NXT debut. This man, Jordan Devlin, very impressive win over the United States champion AJ Styles last week here. Jordan Devlin getting another opportunity to impress here tonight. And you got to think with that win from Jordan Devlin, that's, you know, that may put him next in line for that United States Championship. Anything is possible, ladies and gentlemen, but you know, especially picking up non-title match victories over the champions, that is definitely going to solidify his case here. So AJ Styles, he came out of the gate bringing all out everything to Jordan Devlin, but Devlin just, he was able to take the punches, the kicks, all the big maneuvers from AJ Styles, able to survive it. And Jordan Devlin came out with his own, you know, after about a while after getting his butt kicked in that matchup, was able to survive and walk out with a big win in his young career here in NXT. Yes, Jordan Devlin's only had a handful of matches, but a win over AJ Styles, that's definitely going to help your case. But now this next match is going to be a big match for Jordan Devlin in his young career, because we get the man, Mr. Wednesday Nights, John Morrison, the Wednesday Night Delight. And let's see if he can, you know, how he's going to fare in singles action, because when he first came back, he was just with The Miz, and they were part of a tag team and all that fun stuff. But, I mean, right now, he's going to have to go in singles action by himself, and I'm not saying he can't get it done, because he's a great wrestler, ladies and gentlemen. And it sucks that, you know, that John Morrison got traded, but Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and even The Rock, everyone was wanted trades, and something in Triple H sees something in John Morrison and the vision that he sees here in NXT.
The look of focus and determination on his face. He wants to show the world
And that's nothing wrong, because I mean, John Morrison's a heck of a talent, and especially with these young guys, John Morrison can, mentor them, have great matches with them. So I mean, there's tremendous athletes that we're going to be, seeing here on NXT. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Devlin and John Morrison going at it right here tonight. Ringing that bell. Here we go. And look at Morrison coming right out of the gate. And this is what essentially AJ Styles did. And Jordan Devlin was able to survive it, so we'll see how he fares tonight against John Morrison. There's now Morrison here. Oh, glancing forearm strike at the club, almost like an uppercut as well. Is John Morrison looking to fly here. Oh, a spear from the second rope. And now a moonsault. Johnny Drip bringing out the big fight here tonight. And now Morrison just wrenching in on that right shoulder. That is not going to be feeling too good. Now, oh, look at this. Morrison going to take his time, just look over Jordan Devlin. Well, cocky, confident from Morrison there. And I mean, if you're John Morrison, yeah, you can be cocky to an extent, but I wouldn't be too cocky over Devlin. Oh, going for another spear. Devlin saw that coming. Had that well scouted after having that happen to him earlier in this matchup. Oh, going for a spinning heel kick or whatever. Didn't really work out in his favor. And now Devlin under hook powerbomb. Very impressive maneuver there from Jordan Devlin. This young man looking very impressive here so far. One. Ooh, just a 1 count. But if you guys are relatively new to this series, NXT got turned into NXT 2.0, but with this 2.0, it is NXT/NXT UK. So you're going to see, the big roster representing the NXT 2.0 roster here. Big punch there from Jordan Devlin. And oh, John Morrison throwing him over the top rope. And Morrison going to make sure he has no time to recuperate whatsoever. He's going to stay on the attack, it looks like. Or at least throw him back in the ring. I guess that's nice of John Morrison. Wants to make sure he gets that pinfall or submission victory in the middle of that ring. In midsection. Oh, Jordan Devlin again. Nice sit-out powerbomb. Very impressive again from this young man. And now here we go. Pinfall attempt. Will this be enough? Oh, 2.5. Morrison stays in it. Question is, how many more power bombs like that will Morrison be able to take? As now Morrison thrown over the top rope again. Uh-oh, Devlin. Uh-oh, he's pointing at Morrison. What does Devlin have in store? Jordan Devlin. Oh my God. What a clothesline. Jumping all the way to the outside, and Morrison's all out. The crowd is absolutely loving this young man right now. Devlin taking out AJ Styles last week, and he might be moments away from possibly taking out Morrison here tonight. Good Devlin just wrenching it in. Now, wait a minute. Morrison. Oh, and I think Devlin, his shoulder hit the announce table there. And now Morrison going to throw down Devlin all the way down to the other corner. Just to, kind of recuperate for a real second, And look at Morrison. He's like, no. And, I thought, there for a second, when I saw Morrison running, I thought maybe he tried to go through like a suicide dive or a basement drop kick through the bottom rope or something. But not really going to affect him. And now Morrison, both men missing. They're both going to go for, look like some kind of drop kicks or something. Didn't really work out in their favor, obviously. But nonetheless, Morrison now has the advantage after that little commotion between both men. As now Morrison, he's not going to go ahead and hook the leg. I think if he hooks the leg, he at least gets a 2 count there. But unfortunately for him, he's not able to. And now Morrison has to go back to work. Has to think about what he has to do to put away this young man. Oh, innovative maneuver there from John Morrison. The parkour master himself. As now Morrison. That's like halfway across the ring. What is John Morrison thinking here? He's waiting for Jordan Devlin to get up to his feet here. That's halfway across the ring. Thinking, having some second thoughts there. We'll see if that time kind of costs John Morrison here. As into the corner we go. Uh-oh. Morrison here. Wait a minute. What's on Morrison's mind here? Oh, and a big slap to the face. Jordan Devlin does not know where he's at. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Morrison. Spanish fly from the top rope. That could be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. And the crowd saying this is awesome, and it definitely is, ladies and gentlemen. And now Morrison. Oh my God, what an elbow. That could be enough to put away this young man. 2, 3, yes it is. John Morrison with a heck of a battle with Jordan Devlin tonight. John Morrison picks up a win in his NXT debut here. What a win, ladies and gentlemen. Big win for Morrison. Morrison, you can tell he's exhausted. The bruises on his ribs and stuff, but oh no, he's not done. He's not done yet. Not done. Coming after Jordan Devlin. He's going to send a message to this young man. And Morrison not done yet. Come on, Morrison. There's no need for this. Come on now. Come on. Man, what a night so far here in NXT, ladies and gentlemen. Bianca Belair picking up a massive win over Mandy Rose. And we just had that lovely matchup between John Morrison and Jordan Devlin. Morrison picking up the win, but showing a lot of disrespect to Jordan Devlin. Man, Jordan Devlin, a very impressive superstar, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna have a bright future here in NXT for sure. But now it is El Gato del Fantasma Santos Escobar. He'll be in singles action against Finn Balor. Weighing in at 200 pounds. For Santos Escobar, he's been very impressive. Last week here on NXT, actually, we saw a big matchup between Cameron Grimes and Dolph Ziggler. Cameron Grimes would actually win, but after the matchup, Santos Escobar would come out to attack Cameron Grimes and send a message to him. So it seems like Cameron Grimes has a target on his back, and that guy is Santos Escobar. Such discipline. There's his lackeys right there, Legado del Fantasma, very dangerous superstars in the middle of that ring. We were actually supposed to see those two in action later tonight, but that match has been canceled and been moved to next week, where Legado del Fantasma will be taking on Street Profits in tag team action next week. As now here is Finn Balor. This is a match that you could be considered a dream match, honestly. This man has done quite a bit in his run here in all of WWE. Mr. Money in the Bank, former WWE Champion. He's done it all, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of big things. Like I mentioned, the United States Champion as well. There's a lot of things this man can't do. And I can't wait to see what the future of Finn Balor is going to be here on the NXT brand. Yeah, that United States Championship may not be belong around his waist right now. AJ Styles, a good friend of Finn Balor's, has it around his waist currently. But we'll see what is going to be next for Finn Balor. He's going to have to, stay above sea level, if that makes sense. I'm not saying he's going to be drowning in here in this new talent pool, but Finn Balor's going to have to do anything in his way to, make sure these younger guys don't think that he's a pushover and just easily walk over him. And, this is going to be a good test for Finn Balor, and definitely a big test for Santos Escobar. We'll see if Santos Escobar can, last with the main eventers here in NXT. Finn Balor looking very good, and we're going to see how he's going to fare tonight. We were able to actually talk to Finn Balor, and he said that, from now all the way to Survivor Series, he has a lot of big stuff planned for NXT and his career. I don't know what he really meant by that, but what could be on mind of Finn Balor? I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on currently, a lot of big stuff with the NXT Championship, the UK Championship being all invested with, Punk Society right now, with CM Punk and the recruitment of Karrion Kross and Dragunov as well. So it's going to be very interesting, to say the least, of what's going to come. And we have CM Punk versus Triple H at Survivor Series, so a lot of big marquee matches coming our way. But here we go, Santos Escobar, Finn Balor, NXT matchup coming your way right now. Finn Balor going to come out here and try and send a message here early. No, big suplex takes down Santos. But like we mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight after this very matchup, it is Kevin Owens versus Robert Roode non-title matchup, as well as in the main event, it is Dragunov taking on Damian Priest in a non-title matchup. So we'll see how that will fare for both men tonight. And being told, actually, right after this very match, we're going to be hearing from the Game, Triple H, and he's going to be addressing punk society and a lot of major things for NXT. Let's look at Santos Escobar with a very good snap suplex, doing some more damage to that arm of Finn Balor. And now, wait, oh, he's going to do it again here, just for good measures. Work on that left arm. That left arm is just going to have a lot of damage to it, especially if Santos wants to try to go for a submission hold here. Not even a 1 count, so obviously Santos is going to have to do a lot more damage to a former WWE Champion, Finn Balor, former Mr. Money in the Bank as well. And for Santos, he has to be careful. You cannot toy around with a man like Finn Balor. He's very dangerous inside that ring, and Finn Balor is going to make sure he sends a message to him as much as he can. Oh, big punch there from Finn Balor. He has him right where he wants him. Uh-oh. Finn Balor. Oh, running knee right to the dome. That is not going to be feeling too good. Big forearm strike. And again, Finn Balor warming up here. Sling blade takes down Santos. And now, going to go for that pinfall. Ooh, but there is a rope break. The long legs of Santos Escobar there. There's now Balor off the rope into the corner here. Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be vintage Finn Balor here, ladies and gentlemen. Into the corner drop kick. Vintage Finn Balor. And now Finn, not going to go for the coup de grace just yet, it seems, is now Santos Escobar with a key reversal kick to the midsection. Now it's time for Santos to try and get something going here. He plans on winning this matchup. He needs to figure out something, as some snake eyes would definitely help out. Trying to send a message to Finn Balor here. Maybe even Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes is not medically compared to compete, and he won't be here tonight. It's now Santos Escobar. Big takedown. And will that be enough to put away Finn? No, 2.5. Very, very close. And look at Santos. He's fired up. He's like, how is that not it? I put away a lot of superstars. Big chops. I know we've only seen Santos for a couple matches here in Universe mode, but, you know, on the independent scene, Santos was really good with those type of maneuvers and being able to put away his opponents. As Finn Balor able to get back up to his feet and gonna go ahead and try and spike Santos, and he does. Look at Finn Balor here. Oh, clubbing blow takes down Santos. And look at Finn Balor trying to get the crowd behind him here in Winter Park, Florida. But Santos is gonna make him pay, and he's gonna drop him right on his head. And that could be it. Finn Balor could be down and out. And I think Santos realizes that, and he's gonna drag him away from the ropes. Here we go with that pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Santos with an impressive win over Finn Balor. So I got some breaking news for you guys. Anytime I like to talk about NXT, I like to bring a positive feel to NXT. But with the stuff that I've been dealing with and NXT has been dealing with, it's been a huge shame. But when I have to get back in the ring, it means there's a purpose. And what I'm about to talk about addresses Survivor Series matchup. Now, when I signed Dragunov here to NXT, from NXT UK to NXT, I thought this man had the brightest future. But when he sides with CM Punk and Karrion Kross, that's one sign that there's something not right with you, that you decide to side with these two lunatics. But that's okay, because I'm going to give you a big matchup at Survivor Series. So now, at Survivor Series, it's no longer going to be CM Punk versus Triple H. It is now going to be Triple H, Damian Priest, and the NXT Champion Kevin Owens taking on CM Punk, Karrion Kross, and Dragunov in a 6-man tag team match. And you know what? I'll even put, for CM Punk's sake, I'll put my general manager duties on the line. So that, you know, if we happen to lose, which we're not, but if there is that ability for us to lose at Survivor Series, then I will no longer be the GM of NXT. Big words there from the game Triple H, saying that the match of Survivor Series is now changed from a normal one-on-one matchup from CM Punk versus Triple H to now being a 6-man tag, where it's Triple H teaming up with the NXT Champion Kevin Owens and tag teaming with the United Kingdom Champion Damian Priest, taking on CM Punk, Karrion Kross, and this young man Dragunov. that we are going to be seeing in tonight's main event after this big matchup. And for Kevin Owens, this is going to be a big shock too. That not necessarily he was probably prepping, and same with Damian Priest, that they were going to be in a matchup at Survivor Series. I mean, hell yeah, they're going to be ready for it. They're going to do whatever needs to be done. But I mean, it's going to be a big shock that, and even for NXT, this is going to be the first time ever that we have NXT being involved in a matchup like that. I know it's not Raw, NXT, and SmackDown against all three, teams or brands per se, but first time ever NXT will be involved. And there is your NXT champion, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Owens. He's able to take down Karrion Kross at the latest NXT TakeOver Chicago pay-per-view and retain his NXT championship. So we'll see how Owens will fare tonight in this big matchup. But also at Survivor Series in a big 6-man tag. Kevin Owens is that prize fighter, ladies and gentlemen, willing to do anything to help him out. Had a big matchup where it was Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, and Finn Balor last month on NXT when he took on Karrion Kross, Braun Breaker, and Carmelo Hayes at that time. But it's going to be crazy how this is going to be faring out. How Kevin Owens is dealing with it. AJ Styles has his own stuff going on. Finn Balor also dealing with his own stuff. He lost tonight, unfortunately for him, against Santos Escobar. But nonetheless, it's been a great night so far of action. As here we go, former NXT champion against the current NXT champion. Here we go. Here on NXT. Here Kevin Owens coming right after Robert Roode with a backstabber. Or a backbreaker, I should say. Owens spiking Robert Roode here. Last week here we did see Dolph Ziggler in action. He took on Cameron Grimes. Grimes with the upper hand on him. So we'll have to wait and see how everything's going to be faring for the Dirty Dogs. Plenty of potential in the tag team division as in the singles divisions here in NXT as well. Look at Roode, these big punches and chops right here to the NXT champion. And you got to think if Roode wins tonight, you got to think that maybe he could be next in line in the future for an NXT championship match. CM Punk defeated Kevin Owens a couple weeks ago here on NXT as well in his debut. So we'll see how that's going to fare, with the championship division right now. And of course, Robert Roode, the glorious one, taking his time here, feeling out Kevin Owens. It's now Owens. Uh-oh, this ain't good for Robert Roode. Oh my goodness. Big old suplex there. And now Owens will take some time to taunt, kind of feeling up the crowd here in Winter Park, Florida, trying to get the crowd behind him tonight. But look at Roode, those big glancing blows to Kevin Owens' dome there. And now into the corner. Uh-oh. Roode, oh my, did you guys hear that? That flesh of Kevin Owens' back just being, oh my God, that was a big chop. Now, thankfully, Owens has the upper hand on Roode here momentarily, but still, oof, you can hear that from the cheap seats. As now Kevin Owens trying to fly here. Halfway across the ring, frog splash to Robert Roode, and now Ziggler trying to get involved here. Referee dealing with Ziggler is trying to underhook that padding from the top turnbuckle. I think Owens is going to try and go for a stunner maybe of some sort. Now Roode and Owens kind of in a stalemate at the moment. And now Owens, going for the stop in the midsection. Roode able to see that and have that well scouted. And now let's see what the glorious one has in store for Kevin Owens. Front face takedown, and now Roode has Owens right where he wants him. And now this is where Roode can be very sadistic in the middle of that ring, stomping away right there in that left hand, or actually be the right hand of Kevin Owens. Uh-oh, glorious DDT to Kevin Owens out of nowhere. Is this it? 2, 3, yes it is. Robert Roode with a big win over the NXT champion, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. And I think earlier in the matchup, Kevin Owens, when Ziggler was, getting the referee involved type of thing, I think that's when Owens was going to go for a stunner. He missed out, and Roode was able to capitalize. But look at those impressive frog splash. Right here is where it kind of started in the favor of Robert Roode. The pinfall missed, we didn't really get to see it there. But right here, the ending moments, the glorious DDT to the NXT champion, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, Robert Roode with a big win for the glorious one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how this is going to fare. Big win for Roode. What could this mean for Roode here in the near future? Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here tonight, here on NXT. As now, it is a non-title match. Damian Priest takes on Dragunov here in the main event, and Dragunov will make his NXT debut tonight. You heard from Triple H earlier tonight that, you know, when he signed Dragunov from NXT UK to NXT, that, you know, he had big plans for him. But when, you know, Dragunov decided to side with Karrion Kross and CM Punk, that, you know, he figured that, you know, there was something wrong with Dragunov. And we're going to see if Damian Priest and Kevin Owens at Survivor Series can help Triple H take out Punk Society. But, you know, the question is, can Triple H's team keep Triple H's job? Because if Triple H loses, you know, he's no longer the NXT GM. So not only is his job on the line, but the Raw general manager's duties are on the line at Survivor Series as well. So now we just need The Rock to put his duties on the line, and he'd be all set. But nonetheless, and here we go. Here comes Dragunov. And yes, I'm just calling him Dragunov because I do not want to butcher his first name here. But there is the Punk Society leader, CM Punk. And now you'll see Karrion Kross and Dragunov making his way down to the ring. Look at this. You can just feel it in the air right now. Just three vicious dudes inside that ring.
And his opponent from Moscow, Russia.
A Russian is what Dragunov is. Ilya Dragunov making his way down the ring. I feel like every time I hear that name, I'm going to butcher it. But Dragunov making his way down to the ring right now. And of course, they're playing Punk, or I should say, they're playing Karrion Kross's music. For CM Punk, that's got to be pretty big for him. Normally you could probably play the Cult of Personality, but, you know, CM Punk wants to make this about these other two gentlemen right now. Karrion Kross and Dragunov in the middle of that ring. But for Dragunov, he's going to have himself a tough test tonight. Karrion Kross defeated Damian Priest last week. We'll see if we'll see if Dragunov can do the same thing to Priest tonight in the main event. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dragunov versus Priest. Here we go. And now Hurricanrana, or I should say, a Irish whip into the corner. Priest has him right where he wants him early in this matchup, keeping him down on that mat. Especially if you're able to have a brutal Russian like Dragunov, ladies and gentlemen. It'd be a big thing for Punk Society. And now Damian Priest just going to continue to do what he can. Keep this young man on the mat. Oh, big knee strike again. Oh, my God. And again. Oh, no, Dragunov able to reverse there. Oh, but Dragunov, that's what's going to help out Priest in this matchup, those long legs of this gentleman. And oh, look at Priest. Priest now, stomping on that foot, the big foot there of Priest. And now, nice snap suplex from this young man. And tonight we get to see our first ever glimpse of it, besides last week when he debuted and took out Damian Priest. Priest wants to definitely get his hands on this young man. Just a one count, and Damian Priest is like, okay, I see where this young man Dragunov is. We have to see how much he can bring into this matchup. And look at these big chops from this young man. Oh, God, a big close-handed punch right in the face there. Going for a back suplex there. Damian Priest just too strong and too big for it. It's a Michinoku driver. Takes down Dragunov. And now, submission hold here right on the shoulder / collarbone area. Imagine if you tap out in your NXT debut here. I mean, it's not a shame to lose to a man like Damian Priest, but not going to fare too well and probably not help out the vision of Punk society here. Now Dragunov and Priest continuing to go at it. Very brutal so far. Oh, big elbow to the dome there. Priest had that well scouted, but they ate a clothesline, and it's going to eat another one. And now Dragunov. No, big takedown. And all fired up is Dragunov. Oh no, this is not where you want to be if you're Damian Priest. This man is all fired up here. And now into the corner. Dragunov. Clothesline. And another one. Will that be enough to dethrone the UK champion tonight? No. I mean, this is a non-title matchup, but it'd be a big win for Dragunov no matter what. Oh. Nice little power bomb, or a little bomb into him there. And now, oh, look at this. Look at Dragunov. Impressive suplex. CM Punk and Karrion Kross absolutely loving what they're seeing from this young man. As now Dragunov to strength and power, dropping him on his head. And Priest is in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, the knee right to that left arm. Wait a minute. Oh God. What is this young man thinking here? Signaling the end is near. Oh God. Exclamation point to Damian Priest. And oh no, it's not it. He thought it was it. I mean, I couldn't really tell what his finisher is. I can't tell if it's more of like a headbutt type of maneuver running towards him. But that view, you can't really see what it is. But I mean, it looked like it was very, very hurtful, very damaging. And now Priest needs to be careful because this is going to turn into a 3-on-1 handicap match very, very quickly here. Oh, running cross body takes down Dragunov. Back in the ring, Priest goes, playing some mind games here. And now, back in the ring we go. Big punch from Priest now. And a big kick to the side of the skull, but somehow Dragunov's still on his feet. How in the heck is he doing that? Now Dragunov going to toss him over the top rope again. Dragunov has something in mind as, Priest here. And Karrion Kross is actually kind of helping out Dragunov there. And now, oh God, what a back suplex. But if you guys are just tuned in today, we've had a great NXT so far. Big changes to the Survivor Series matchup between CM Punk and Triple H. It is now a 6-man tag match where it's going to be Damian Priest, Kevin Owens. As, hold on, oh my God, right on the metal barricade there. But it's going to be Damian Priest, Kevin Owens, and Triple H versus CM Punk, Dragunov, and Karrion Kross at Survivor Series. Triple H put some big stakes on there, saying that if Triple H loses, he will no longer be the NXT GM. And we'll see. We're gonna have to see if that's gonna make him happy or not. As an enziguri to the dome, and now Dragunov. Oh, we saw this earlier. Let's see if we get a different view from this angle here. Let's see. Oh, the flying headbutt. Yes, that is exactly what we saw earlier. I couldn't really tell from that angle, but that could be it. And it is. Dragunov with a non-title victory over Damian Priest tonight. What a main event matchup tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Damian Priest had one hell of a fight with Dragunov, but Dragunov was just too much for Priest. That flying headbutt the first time in this matchup. In the end, another one just to make sure. The one earlier tonight was a 2.5 count, and which we just saw. But right here, the last one, that flying headbutt. And this is how we end tonight, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk, Karrion Kross, and Dragunov dominating NXT. Is this going to be the scene at Survivor Series? Dragunov, Kross, and Punk standing tall.